All right, all right. Welcome to the Cosmic Mind UV show. Hope all is well. Royal day, grand day, blessings. I'm gonna have a little bit of melodies going on in the background. Hope all is well. How you feeling? How you doing? How's everything going? Etc. Etc. Hold on for a couple minutes. We got a message to the black slash original slash indigenous ancient woman. Hold on. Oh, women. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Got to go get something. Got to go get something. Got to go get something. All right. Let's go get our phone holder. Let's get our phone holder. All right, y'all. We back. We back. We back. We back. Let's make sure. Let's make sure. Okay, the sound is on. The indigenous woman, the original woman, the black woman, the ancient woman, the original woman of nature, the moon ma. Yeah, we, the enlightened men, the enlightened masculine energies, the different things of that nature. We need y'all to come out of your slumber, and we need the same way a lot of people are saying men need to have more balance and this and that. Fellas, let me put you on a little something, and women too. When ladies, a lot of dudes and people are not teaching about this, and some of them I may be just not privy to them as of yet. But I haven't seen a broadcast as of yet. I've seen different broadcasts about feminine energy, relationship stuff, blah 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 blah. However, fellas may not be privy to this, and women aren't either. You see what I'm saying? Okay, a lot of people say they want to operate in the light. Okay, that's your lighter personality, etc., 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 like heart, like mind, like spirit, etc. All right. So what's happening is it's light versus the dark. What's going on is you have light femininity or feminine energy or whatever you want to say it is. Then you have dark. Okay, are you ready for it? Are you ready? Because I need you to be ready for it. I need you to be taking notes. I need you to be ready for it, and I need you to be taking notes. I need you to be ready for it, and I need you to be taking notes. I'm repeating this because I know someone will listen to this later. Show some love. Make sure you share. Make sure you donate to the channel. Um, I greatly, greatly appreciate it. I go through uh, quite a process to put these presentations together, especially off the top. You know what I mean? Like no books, no nothing. Um, but you have y'all ready to write it down? Got your pen, your pad, your whatever. You have dark feminine energy. That's what's going on. That is what the battle is with. All right. If you look up dark feminine energy, if you look up dark feminine energy and the personality traits and the other traits that go along with dark feminine energy or dark feminine energy, that's what fellas and ladies, that's what men are battling with. The dark feminine energy is let's go look it up because it's the it's the combative, it's uh the one that feel like it's suppressed, uh the energy that feel like you ain't heard, the one that's like I say gon let me see, be a rebel, be rebellious. They're not gonna cooperate. They not gonna be no submissive. See, we saying masculine. Okay, we can say that. We can say alpha women or whatever they calling them. It's a bunch of different varieties. But what they are a lot of women are in too far in their dark feminine energy. And now it could be, hold on. Let's see. All right. Now, a lot of times when you operating in the dark, if you don't have a little what, say it, now come on, say it with me. A lot of time, a lot of spaces or whatever, when you operating in the dark, what do you need to navigate through the dark? Huh? It says emotional insensitivity. It says transformation. It says shadow work. But then, like I say, that could be so much, that could be so much, you know. And then, so what people are saying is trauma or healing for trauma. A lot of this stuff is catchphrases or just um it's just feel good stuff. You know what I mean? Um we have to understand this shit, this realm, this fucking setup, this land it thrives off of trauma, god damn it. Yeah, I mean, this realm, this fucking system, this fucking the trickle down effects of it. Do you understand what I said? That's the only way this type of realm will keep functioning. Do you figure them? So to say heal from trauma, it's almost like uh, 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 you know what I mean? Because it's all, again, now let's get back to it. Ladies, yes, the lighter, let's stay on the surface. That's not, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people on the surface, the lighter hearted, the lighter spirited, um, the more light mind, the more light being type of thing, women, they, you know, that's what a lot of dudes are asking for. Um, but then a lot of women are feeling like, okay, they got this dark side, they got this rebellious side, they got this now the rebelliousness could come from a variety of different things. Now see, a lot of what goes on is, fellas, and I'm gonna do the men because I'm gonna get pause. I'm gonna get, what I'm saying, I'm gonna do a show on the fellas, you know what I'm saying? But it's ladies first. But what happens is the men are the scapegoat for a lot of shit that goes on. Now, yes, they say the number one causes of this and that, and this, that is the father not being there, correct? That's what a lot of people say in lectures and shows and all this different deliveries and presentations, right? But then guess what? What happens after the father's not there though? I'm gonna let it sink in. I'm gonna let it sink in now. I'm gonna let it sink in. What happens when the father's not the father figure, the sperm don't, whatever, because we can get on that too. We can get on that too. People are doing a temporary doing the do, but with lasting effects. That means people out here doing stuff reckless. Ladies, running bodies up on your yawny, not no accomplishment. That high body count shit, not no account. It's not for no fellas either, for real. That's why I say we gonna get on the fellas, lady first. You to receive all this stuff we be saying they the portal. You the portal, you nature, you the okay. So if you contaminate, come on, come on with me. If you contaminate the portal, if you contaminate nature, what do you get? You get the shit like it's what? In this realm right here. Huh? You get genetically modified shit. You get pollution. You get a wasteland. So many women, you don't even give a fuck about your. When I say you don't give a fuck about your, that's just one aspect of just taking random fallacies, and your diets probably ain't the same. I showed you the video on trash foods when he was saying all the diseases that come from trash ass foods and imbalanced pH balance. Sis, most women don't even get a yawny no air. It's like I'm so tired of seeing goddamn spandex shorts. That's some shit. Usually back in my era, you wore that shit under your skirt, under your dress. So dudes wouldn't see under your skirt or under your dress. That wasn't your main fucking shit you wear all day long, running errands, sitting down, standing up, moving around. If you know anything about your yawning, you know that shit get moist every now and again just throughout the day. And any type of moisture has what? Odor. Especially in a tight, enclosed what? Space. Don't get me on the women that thighs rub together. Now that's more what? When it's rubbing together, it's creating what? Friction. That's creating more what? Moisture and heat. Come on with it. Come on with it. You not giving your yawny no fucking air to fucking breathe. And that's what? Receive messages just like the phallus. It's just a immature or non-grown phallus with a hole, with a bigger hole. Huh? Come on with it. Let me get it. Come on with it. Let me get it. Share this. Share this. And then guess what? A lot of women are figuring out that guess what now? Ooh, this gonna sting a lot. This is gonna sting a whole lot. That the women of their family told, now watch this, maybe not a lie completely, but they exaggerated the truth about a lot of the men that were involved in their upbringing. They exaggerated the truth about a lot of the men in their upbringing. Like they're coming on to this way later. They are coming on to this way later. And then watch this. Some would say, a small sum, the trauma or whatever, the heightened level of trauma that people go through was by the selection of the partner that whomever had sex with. Yeah. Finish with me. Come on with me. God damn. So let's say they say the trauma and all this stuff has that means what? Now let's do it simple. That means great grandma selection of men was terrible. That means great grandma selection of men was terrible. Y'all had girls, right? Then you had another girl, right? Then you had more girls, right? And then they kept making the same lack of quality selection. Not saying, oh, see, watch this, watch. Women don't want to watch this, fellas and ladies. Stop trying to convince men to get rid of their ego and convince them to mature in their ego. Did you get it? Did you catch that? See, women have a lot of ego that people don't talk about. Like when they say, oh, I can get men. They don't, most women, or certain ones will say, but the pussy's still good. The yarn is still good. You know how many videos of the shorties that traumatized out and whatever they went through. And watch this now. Watch this. Watch. A lot of women that got touched probably wouldn't they got in touch if what? The feminine handle or the women didn't have them in those environments. Didn't had better discernment, intellectual discernment of the selection of men and masculine men or the environments they left them fucking in. Or what were the women, whomever it is, girls, women, whenever you had the children started going, what were you distracted by? What did you see a feminine example of? Now, let's say she wasn't, out here on the street. Let's say it was the opposite. She was a career woman. She did it at whatever level, work 9 to 5, career, entrepreneur. But her selection in men is still terrible, though. This is for any teenage girl. This is for any young young girl. Young feminine energy that's gonna go through that because it's an epidemic of what? Single mothers, right? So you mean to tell me all these dudes fucked up? Hundreds of thousands of dudes is fucked up. At some junction, it's the selection process. Do you have quality men around to vet these men for you? Most women are out this bitch dating on your own because you got a lot of male friends and dudes in the friend zone that really want to fuck for real. See, they don't want to hear shit like this. They don't want to hear that shit. Some of them big brother ass dudes is just waiting for that right moment for your ass to be up in his chest, laying in that motherfucker with the smell goods on and the crying and the tears coming out. And women know that activates what? Women know I don't give a fuck, nieces, sister, mama, wife, girlfriend, boo-boo, side chick. They know that tears activate what? It activates that protector of whatever form it may be. So that is power. So when used inappropriately, when used recklessly, when used inappropriately, when used recklessly. Let's not act like we don't know them girls. They got a bunch of cousins, brothers, older brothers, homies, male friends. They got all these dudes. And all they got to do is do a crack of a tear. And unfortunately, now most dudes are snapping out of that shit. Cause from the era I was from, a lot of dudes would just blindly, a lot of dudes is behind bars because of that, blindly going to shoot, blindly going to jump a dude, blindly going to confront. How many dudes been victim of a lady being damsel in distress with a dude that's putting his hands on her, and you come to assist her, and she has Stockholm syndrome so bad that she starts to fight you. You see it in movies all the time. They promote the bullshit. It was in the goddamn zombie motherfucking movie. It was goddamn it everywhere. Dude beating the motherfucker ass, fucking you up, all types of shit. And a motherfucker come in, dun dun, a motherfucking dun. Hold on, let me take a sip of my goddamn shit. And a Nehru masculine energy come in with the dun 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 dun. Y'all know what that is. The superhero music. They call them Captain Say What. It was just a young king. He young, I get it. I've been through them phases too. That you see, you just fall victim to just the kindness shit of the opposite sex or opposite gender or opposite whatever. Me and the Royal, we go in the store. He come out the joint. I guess his other homie was waiting on him to pick him up for a ride or whatever. He said it was too short. His joy riding his goddamn car. They ain't bringing shit back. It's a lot of young dudes going through these phases, B. And they fucking with women on their age group, in their level. Then when you mess with an older woman, then there's something crazy with it. Even though, you know. But what I'm saying is, yeah, he came out heated because the shorty joyride. Yeah, you say that when he was sucker. Yeah. It's a phase. But all of that strips away from the what? A lot of these men got trust. A lot of that shit just don't happen over motherfucking night. The same way with the what? The women. Now, a lot of them, again, we will have to go from situation to situation, lituation to lituation, critical circumstance to critical circumstance, split moment to split moment, throughout every era of each person's whatever, and then critique the decision makings in those moments. That's called reflection. That's all of this shadow work stuff. That's all of this all that stuff. Whatever type of spiritual jargon you be needing, whatever type of spiritual jargon you be needing, you not helping nobody, putting no bunch of wigs on, fucking up your fucking natural fucking ethers. You not doing nothing by, and this happened way back with the elders, with the perms and shit. That's why I said this is not no mother, this is the late effects. Remember, the causes were bullshit. There was no righteous cause. There was no righteous cause for you to put no fucking chemicals in your crown in the 80s, 70s, relaxers. None of that shit. It was no cause, no righteous cause for the shit. So now you seeing the what? The lasting fucked up effects of the shit. And that came from the way back. That's why I say the Sarah Bartman effect with the big booty shit, with the fascinations with the BB. Man, fam, I could swerve this motherfucking lane, B. I could swerve this motherfucking lane, B. Put your daughters on to that. Put your women and ladies, fellas, whoever. The Sarah Bartman effect, the fascination with the BBL. And a lot of it's cellulite, a lot of it's unhealthy as fuck. A lot of it's unhealthy as fuck. A lot of it's unhealthy as fuck. And like we done already, is videos out and stuff is out. They putting cement, they putting all types of stuff in women. And it's not healthy for the natural shit. This is why you practice modesty, because you don't want to practice looking like a fucking what? A target, a piece of meat, a lick. God damn it. For something to be attracted to something, it has to be something that initiates the attraction. God damn it. I done the opposite fucking shit. I do that every time. So there's no, oh, he's always on women. He's always on children. He's always on transgender. He's always on whoever. I already said, and I'm more than likely have to say it on future shows. It's no different than a woman, a dude that wears some tight fitting pants or jeans or sweatpants, and a woman is looking at his phallus, whether she want to or not, whether she whatever. So again, on the opposite effects, you think if you walking around here with your something crammed in your ass, I know a lot of y'all asses be stinking, because if you got a lot of it and it ain't no air, it ain't airing out, none of that, majority instances, it is creating fucking odor. You got women wearing tight shit at work where they gotta be active. And most women know that they what? Perspire more than men. Most women perspire more than men. You don't see a lot of these women when they be wearing these tights on a hot day, they booty be sweating. Come, like y'all be trying to act like y'all don't be seeing this stuff. Y'all be fella. They do skits on it. They make light of it. People laugh about it. But however, dudes in the workout nuts and the gym junkies and all of that, they always talk about how the women be dressing in there. Come on, man, we got to give it. Something got to give, B. Something got to fucking give. Something got to give, fam. We back. I accidentally pushed the button, y'all. We back. Something gotta give. Something gotta give on this shit at some point, man. Something gotta give at some point, man. Goddamn. Every dude that's spitting intellectual greatness and upliftment ain't bashing your ass. We got to stop using these deflection tactics, man. That shit is not helping, man. Is it helping? Is it or not? Please, somebody get in the comments. Please. Keep saying somebody, or you saying they sassy, or you saying they zesty, or you saying they bashing, or anything to goddamn dodge accountability. Account for your lack of ability. Oh. Your lack of response to your lack of ability, responsibility, accountability, accounting for your abilities or lack thereof, response to your abilities or lack thereof. Hold on, hold on. Most of the time, it's women that's in charge of the nutrition. Let's get on the obese children. Let's get on it. Come on, like we want it. All this wanna, oh, we want, you motherfuckers don't want these. You don't want these, the motherfuckers don't want these uncomfortable conversations. No, you don't. No, you don't. Majority gonna run from it. They gonna run from it. Ain't it, man? And then what, look, watch this, y'all. This how they flip it. Anybody that's spitting some truth, they gonna paint you out to be something fucked up. Huh? It's gonna be your presentation. It's gonna be the algorithm of your voice. It's gonna be the assertiveness of your voice. It's gonna be because your voice was too deep. It's gonna be because your voice was too light. It's gonna be because everything. The real weapons of mass destruction has been the original women, teenage girls. Because what? Even back in the 80s, 70s, 60s, there was a what? Influx of what? Young pregnancies. Man, niggas don't want to hear this, B. Y'all don't want this tough love, baby. This is the only way we gonna elevate. All this wanting to say a shay and a stay, a star, a stay, hostep. All this cuddling and coddling and all of this verbal coddling. That's what people want, verbal coddling. Ain't nothing but a bunch of fucking trauma bonding going the fuck on. Intellectual trauma bonding, spiritual trauma bonding, a bunch of bullshit going on that's disguised as some fucking healing when it's just bullshit. That feminine, I'm gonna tell you again, go research the women that started the original Caucasoid, whatever women, unattractive as fuck, that started that feminist movement shit. I'm talking about see the original motherfuckers that started this shit. And see if you want to tie yourself to these motherfuckers. See the original group of women. It was about 4, 5, or 6 of them. Go see what they look like. Go see what they look like. And you compute in your brain, because it's going to automatically compute in your brain when you see them. Ain't nobody checking for them. I see why they hate men. That's exactly what's going to pop in your motherfucking brain. If you got one that's functioning properly. The feminist movement has just been monetized now. Huh? The LGBT, this stuff, this special stuff, this special thing for women. It's just been monetized now. Now you see it with the voting bullshit. The only thing that's missing is it being a melanin man or indigenous man or copper tone man, or most people would say black man on the other end. If it was a black man on the other end, on the other side of the candidate, instead of that other dude, that's all they would need. She been you, and it's endless videos on that chick. I'm not gonna say her name because you know what it is. It's endless videos of her being used as weapon of mass destruction, putting melanin, copper tone, Nehrus where? By way of what other man? I keep telling people this. People don't be wanting to hear this, fam. Y'all be that's why I don't do the Jesus crap. I don't do the Yahweh, the Buddha, the higher power, the none of that. Because ultimately, that's your woman subscribing to another man. And I'm telling you, fam, most women, how they built, once they mind and attention is go, fam, I'm talking about a smidgen. It is a wrap. It's a wrap. Real shit. It's a wrap. That's why they got all these relationships. It's not gonna matter how many relationship forums, spiritual guidance, Reikis, coaches, spiritual crystal coaches, specialists. It's not gonna matter unless that person literally still got to do the inside work they motherfucking self. And when triggers, see, people think triggers, and because they got the motherfuckers say that word so much now that that's became something to play with. People think that's some cute shit. That's when you supposed to have the most discipline when you're quote unquote triggered. Correct? See what I say? People say all this intellectual discernment and and intellectual intelligence and all this other shit. All this other shit until you get in the moments where you gotta really exercise that bitch. Until you really gotta exercise. Most young girls aren't insecure because of a dude. It's usually last resort. It's a dude or little boys making fun of them or whatever. It's usually mama that's insecure with her size, her weight, her vision of herself, her whatever, her crown, her eyelashes, her fucking whatever, her overall fucking whatever. Her selection in men, how that takes a fucking effects or multiple fucking men. Then when she goes out, she exudes. This why you see a lot of, now you got a few types of women out here. You got the ones that's dressing with little to nothing because they follow. They not really 304s, what they call them, hoes or whores. They just followers. They're weak-minded. They see other chicks getting attention where, oh, this how I get attention? Let me put on some spandex. Let me show some cleavage. Let me gyrate. Let me da-da-da-da-da. That's some follower shit. That's some weak-minded ass shit. Is it not? Y'all correct me. Please correct me. Please correct me. That's why I put this post up. How are you gonna win if you ain't right within, man? You even got Erykah Badu out here desperate thonging and showing her thongs and doing that. Ladies, I'm gonna tell you, baby. I'm gonna tell you. Some of y'all, some of the shit you doing, baby, you will never be able to fucking live that shit down later on. I'm telling you. Some of these for the moment, that cause you going viral or you getting a check, you got your OnlyFans, you got your extra fans, you got your goddamn, you got your this and that. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, fam, and I am telling you. Look I used to watch porn with her back in the day. Look how many women are in the adult industry regretting that shit. Go look at the interviews behind the interviews. They actually when they not fucking in that persona. unless you the original group of beings from, or you are what they call albino, or you the original beings from that tribe with natural blonde hair, you should not be fucking bleaching your shit or throwing a fucking blonde wig on. That's an identity crisis. I don't give a fuck what you say. I don't give a fuck how you try to, oh, it's for my whatever type of whatever you about to give a spin on that shit. Cause a lot of times, no matter how much daddy say, baby girl, you beautiful, baby girl, you this, if she don't see that example from mama and the women, other auntie, whomever around her, and if you don't remind her, and then the environments you put the young youth girls in, if they around a bunch of, now let's not get into the little girls that bully girls. Oh, that's not talked about, is it? Because it's only the little boys that's making fun of the little girls. It's only the little boys that's bullying the little girls. It's only them. It's only the little boys. That's it. Does that get covered or not? When little girls bully each other, girls, feminine energies, whatever the fuck, when they bully each other in the little girl, the teenager process, does that get brought up? Can I get comments, please? So how does that play on a psyche when you got like you just got natural, beautiful curly crown, you wear it out, you do get that reassurance from your parents, your mother, your parent figure, whoever, get all of that reassurance from your auntie, grandma, they all natural, whomever, Indians, indigenous, whatever. But then you gotta go, you put your star seed, your enlightened being in this environment full of fucking what? Young whatevers that's been pumped full of what? Propaganda, insecurity shit, bullshit, and then you expect that shit not to occur. You, them, they, those. You expect that shit not to occur. Let's talk. Let's walk about it. Let's walk about it. What they call it, the mean girls. They even got clubs with this bullshit, fam. Oh man, come on, man. I'm just making all this shit up. I'm just making it up as I go along, fam. They literally didn't they have a movie called Mean Girls, man? They literally promote this shit, man. They got the women. The glow and all the glows and the holes and all of them. And I keep telling you, babies, that's the alter ego and the alter persona. Even with Beyonce, that most of them shorties have a dude that behind the scenes or even in front of the scenes, if they once they step out of their entertainment persona, god damn, man. Oh man. Phew. Let me breathe. Let me breathe and take a sip, man. Let me fucking breathe and take a goddamn sip. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. We not gonna talk about how many women burnt so many bridges with homeboys, uncles, cousins, whoever the ones that were genuine. We not even gonna talk about the women that set up good dudes. Hold on. So it's only dudes that set up dudes. It's only dudes that set up other dudes or licks and jukes and shit. Women aren't used for that. girls, whatever, teenagers, whatever. A lot of that shit is examples. Even the people say on the TV, the best TV is the people that's around their ass all the time. That tell lies to your vision. That's just the extra icing and the decorations and the sprinkles and the centerpiece on top and the extra late. You see what I'm saying? That's just the extra shit. Do you get it? Do you figure deal it? Do you get it? Are you overstanding? That's the extra on top. Grandma, auntie, whoever, them going at each other. Huh? Let's talk. I mean, look, it's a lot of shit that do not get covered, but it's just the man. It's because the man left. And that's it. It's because the man left. It's because the man left. And this the reason why. This is it. This is why the little boy became more feminine. Because the dude left. It wasn't the fact that it was your selection in the dude. It wasn't the fact that, and then multiple times for some. Let's not get on that. Let's not get on that. Look at me as your big homie, your big cousin, your tough love coach. That one you come to that you do need that authenticity from. That's finally not gonna give you no flaw, no lie. Not gonna tell you that shit to get you high. mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. The number one weapons of mass destruction that's been used against the original man, the melanin king boy, whatever you want to say, young men, young Nehru, whatever, is what? Women. The woman. Grandma, nana, auntie, mama, sister, whoever. We not gonna get to the ones that's overprotective of their brothers or whatever. We not gonna get to the women that got secret crushes on they like they brothers or they whoever. Then you got the daddy's girls. Huh? Now, the daddy's girls usually shake out eye most instances. They still be little spoiled depending on the daddy. If he just was one of the material dudes, you see. They've been used to convince the melanin man to just be a fucking worker. All you good for is paying bills that's attached to non-ownership of nothing. And I get people to say you don't own shit, but you get what the fuck I'm saying. It being actually your shit though, and you don't have to keep paying continuous payments to basically another man. Keeping the young youth. It's a lot of youth. Because I was one of them in that church and them facilities that can't stand that shit. But the woman is making the men go. The women is because the men know, man, I'm not gonna be able to watch the game. I'm not gonna be able to have really no peace, fam, or no goddamn a piece of that crease. If you know what I mean, I'm not gonna be able to get no head. I'm not gonna be able to get my balls in. And a lot of women think keeping your man. Now it's different when you make up in your brain and your mind. You saying you gonna be celibate, but women, ladies, it's healthy for men to get that release. So when in a relationship, if they are being loyal, they need to get that release on a consistent basis. And ladies, be more smarter with planning your pregnancy. If you so whatever want you plan your pregnancies out. Hey, pull out of me. Hey, do you got a condom? You need to pull out. God damn it, whatever. Because we don't need to have no children right now till we get some money up, some resources up. We get in a little bit better position for this and this and this. Like, you know what I'm saying? And just suggest that. A lot of other groups of women that's thriving with the groups of men as far as building different things and different that they've been groomed or etiquette trained by the elder women. So they saw a bunch of women that's in their natural form, not with weaves and not with wigs. They picking that bullshit up now, slowly but surely. But wave 80s, 60s, 70s, even the 90s, other groups, they wasn't wearing that shit. They was bagging men and especially brothers with they what? Natural cells, the Boricua, Puerto Rican, Hispanics. You see what I'm saying? They ain't putting on. They wasn't putting on. They, you know what I mean? Might put on a little lip gloss, little something, little eye, little. What's the joint to go over the eyelids? Little joints, for the, yeah, I mean. But most of them weren't even wearing that. So when you got these other groups of women and they're used to seeing as young girls, young feminine energy girls, whatever, a community of women loving their natural crowns, whether they're Indian, whether they're whatever type of other groups of women, indigenous, whatever. That rubs off on you. You know what I mean? That has to. That has to. Then when the masculine energies and the daddies or the whoever father figures, granddad, they come in with the extra reassurance. With the extra reassurance. Until, and it's unfortunate, that's why I'm gonna get to the fellas. Ladies first though. And I'm gonna go in, we going up on, you know what I'm saying? We gonna do, you know what I mean? Same type of energy with the fellas too, because I can hear that. I'm gonna hear that, you know what I mean? I can hear that type of thoughts. When people that's listening are gonna hear it later. Hope you have the same energy with the fellas. You know what I mean? Let's not deflect. Let's absorb these tough conversations. A lot of men is painted as predators. What about the ladies or women or girl or whatever predators? What about those? Do they get highlighted? What about the men or little young youth males or young youth whatever that Haruz King? What about those that got touched by women and not the men or the men that were around? What about that? What about that? What about that? Does that get covered? Does that get talked about? Does that get amplified? Does that get highlighted? Huh? What about the older? What about the sisters or older women or just younger siblings that was touching their other sibling girls, like their sister or their twin sister or their auntie? It was the auntie, and the auntie won't no more than maybe 20. You know what I mean? You get what I'm saying? What about all of these different scenarios that went on that slips through the cracks? This does not get talked about. This gets buried deep in the surface, deep way back in the sister circle lockers. It's way back in the archives, way back there. I done already said. I'm a probably, of course, I'm never probably. There is no ultimate cooperation from your women like you see with other groups of women. We not talking about you being oppressed. We not talking about the extreme. Ugh. But we're talking about within reason, the cooperation and building there is none if she's programmed on another man's shit. Whether it's Jesus, whether it's Buddha, Yahweh, Krishna, goddamn it, whether it's her boss, her supervisor, her passer, whether it's her job, goddamn, whether it's whatever. Damn. Even men know they gotta, in certain situations, get under the get under pause, no homo, whatever. Get with coordinate with another man's system, whether it be sports, whether it be the military, whether it be different environments, right? Different group activities, different camaraderie, male activities, young male, young men, whatever activities. When you got the team leader, you got the coach, you got the team captain. So men know it's a pecking order. It's a it's a seniority. It's a what I mean. It's an order to the shit. So you mean to tell me when we get with the women not supposed, the women that you if you single, my guy, or teenager or whoever, the girl or whatever you going after, she's not supposed to get. Now again, the system in the whatever the plan or whatever we want to say um has to be within reason, has to make sense, we get that. But you saying to me, when we get in relationships, the woman's not supposed to cooperate with the man she's with within reason? Within reason. We didn't say be duh. We didn't say be dumb. We didn't say be simple-minded. We didn't say be absent-minded. We didn't say be dumb-brained. We didn't say have Stockholm Syndrome. We didn't say none of that. And I know I didn't. I know I'm not saying that. Even in the marching band, when it's the fellas, the step team, we got to follow the goddamn coach, the leader, the team captain, the motherfucking whatever. So you mean to tell me when we get in relationship, whomever it is now, whomever, it's supposed, now watch this. That being equal has backfired on women. This is how it is. This is how. Now you got men or transgender whatever playing in women's sports, beating the fuck out of women. Go look at the transgender whatever MMA fighter and all of that type shit. Now it's legal to go ahead and beat women up long as it's in a sports setting. And you saying you whatever you saying you are. Transgender, whatever you saying you are. So now it's all right for the woman to get her face beat up or whatever, beat up or go against men, and it's good to be equal. So what we saying is that's why we saying we don't need to be equal in certain arenas. Should women play football? I know somebody that is some women that could. I'm talking about overall. If they get out there on a professional football field and get hit we talking about with men. We not talking about, because when we say equal, that means it's not no such thing as no domestic violence. Because if a man's beating up a man, or if a man's a conflict, it's not going to be domestic violence, or no, you know what I'm saying? It's not going to be this stigma put on it. It's going to be, oh, he was defending himself, or they were just had a misunderstanding and things blew up, whatever. So if it's equal, there's no such thing. You just like a felt. You just like when you put yourself in a dude standpoint, Even dudes know some dudes aren't equal in certain settings, in certain skill sets, in certain categories, in certain intellectual. Come on, are we serious? The propaganda. Do you remember the song back in the days? Can you pay my bills? See, that stupid ass shit. And now look, watch this. It was a dumbass cause, right? And now look at the lasting effects of that shit. Come on, I mean, y'all, okay. See, somebody right there with me. Somebody right there with me, fam. And you remember that goddamn dumbass song. And now look at the results of what you got. Now look at the results of what you got. Most men are being pulled all over the place. They don't know if they should be tough, softer, not softer. Because then on the opposite side, they need a soldier. Remember that song? So they need a soldier, but then they need you to pay the bills, the bills, the bills, the bills. Huh? We talking about what era of women was that though? And then they had what? Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Those era of women in that era, right, had girls, right, that what? Trickle down. Man, see, people don't see these trickle down effects of this shit, fam. People don't see the trickle down effects of this shit. How many women have heard you ain't gonna be shit just like your daddy? Huh? How many men or young youth males or whatever are just now finding out they mother was lying on they pop? Yo, don't get me started. Don't get me rolling. Don't get me rolling, fam. And I'm not talking about no exaggeration or stretching the truth or leaving some shit out. Because see, look, watch this. It's a difference between a blatant lie. It's a difference between an exaggeration. And then there's this difference between you leaving shit out. Huh? There's three differences. Now, when a motherfucker make a big ass, creative ass lie and can carry that shit on for years, huh? Huh? Even the dude Bruce, the comedian, said I think it was this an old interview, not what they call old, but it's gonna be it's a timeless and it's a priceless interview. It's never old. He said, "Yeah, man, I found out about my mom's telling me terrible shit about my pops that wasn't fucking true." And you thinking it's not hundreds of thousands of teenage, young youth males, whatever, boys, young youth, whatever, teenagers, young, whatever, discovering this shit now? Look, why be kind? Why be all of this other stuff when they call you, when they saying you, when we seen so many dudes overcompensate and get taken advantage of? They call it simping and just being over. You just doing so much. You're doing so much. I've done that shit when I was younger. I had to check my motherfucking self. The way you present early, if you present your authentic self and other creative things that come along with it, cool. But I'm presenting material experiences and presenting material shit, and then that's, fellas and whomever, ladies, that's when people go wrong. Your first date should be, what's really wrong with your ass? What's really going on? Let's come on and get the fuck to it. Come on. How much spiritual debt you got? How much financial debt you got? How much brain debt you got? How much heart debt do you have? How much debt do you have, B? Let's come on and get to it. All that whimsical 75 dates and you get to go on 4 or 5 dates before you just, man, get to it. What the fuck is wrong with you? I do not want to be living with you figuring this shit out. I don't want to be in love, whatever the fuck that shit is. A high liking of you, a high fondness of you. I don't want to have you in the highest of esteems. Then find out a bunch of bullshit. Huh? You can see certain examples of people that don't love when you put on fake shit and then it's endless videos showing they getting hair out of the sewer, all of these different places, and they sending the weed because just like with the chicken, there's not enough goddamn chickens fucking and clucking to be producing goddamn real chicken. That's why certain people say women control access to sex. That means what? You control your body count. You control how sacred your yoni is. You control the messages that's received by that shit, the trauma, the damage, all that shit. In most instances, unless it's a special situation. Huh? Cause when a dude busting you, he not putting no material. He putting thoughts, DNA, anger, dysfunction, fucked up pH, whatever else. You see what I'm saying? If it's not a righteous vessel, if it's not an alkaline vessel, if it's not situated properly, and that's on both ends. Hold on, y'all. Let's take a little break. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna be right back. Stay right there. All right, all right, all right, all right. We are back. We are back on track. Don't eat no triple stack. But yeah, man, yeah, man. Yeah, man. This is a message to the black woman, original woman, the mother of nature, the all of that. And I'm not even gonna get on the women that's fascinated with the conqueror. You fast with the ones with the fascinated with interracial. You fascinated with wanting to jump to these other recessive gene group of people and think you doing something, but fucking up your gene pool like a motherfucker. When I already told you, they depend on, they need interracial relationships more than we do, way more, way more. Europeans ain't no lightest. Y'all bugging. I'ma just put this little note in there. We gonna get back. Y'all bugging. When we say we are the all, we are the melanin darkness of certain areas. You can go. They are what you would call dark of the dark as night, dark like tribes. Then you have tribes that what albinos, but they still are what melanin original carbonated beings. So albinos are lighter than Europeans. So they are not they not nobody. They nobody. We prop these motherfuckers up, melanin propaganda and all this shit. Prop these motherfuckers up to be more than what the fuck they are. And it's in people's fucking brain and Stockholm syndromes and shit. You hear me? We are, when we say we are, we as far as black people, indigenous, Moorish, America, what the original, all that. Huh? Ain't no European lighter than no motherfucking albino B. Let's stop playing with it. Let's stop playing with that. So like I said, if she has materialistic love for another man's shit, his what you call that stuff? What you call that stuff? Beauty products. So that's the China man, Asian man, Pakistan man, all that. Look, you got sisters so desperate for money and so much love for the interracial whatever. I told y'all a lot of them are going to what they call porta, Porta, porta potty, Potty parties, porta potty parties. They are going to get urinated and whatever else on for a weekend just so they can get some instant money. Yeah, yeah, they doing it. And they doing it back. And they look, they the Arabs. They know what's up. Them Arabs, man. That's why I be saying a lot of the times they don't even be liking the melanin woman like that, fam. You be, oh, it's the brothers. They don't like, man. I'm telling you, you go fuck with, man. And if your ass don't get what they culture or their shit or their whatever jurisdiction, what's gonna happen to you? What's gonna happen? It was a video out of the woman. It was a chick saying, um, sisters, we got to get it together because we not gonna be able to pull some of the stuff that we pull with brothers with some of these other. She said European, but just see other groups of men. They not gonna take all that talking back and be. See that what I'm saying, fellas? Again, we the ones that keep wasting our energy with a lot of different women and going back and forth. They know that shit. They do that shit because they don't hold you in the same regard. A lot of women, it's a certain groups of them that don't hold you in the same regard as what? The China man, the Asian man, the European man, the Pakistani. to whoever else. They don't hold you in that same regard. So that you're not gonna just automatically get the cooperation without them dudes ain't about to, man, look, they know they gonna have to come on with it. They know they gonna have to change your voice. You're not gonna be able to be Sharonda in most instances. If they want a quality somebody from that other, you know you're not gonna be able to go on that shit and with a bunch of loudness, just a bunch of whatever. You just gonna have to adapt. If you go to Oriental culture, you're not gonna you're gonna have to adjust to their shit. You are. And especially if you date the men in their culture, you're gonna have to adapt and adjust to their shit. This why you see an epidemic of single women. It ain't for no reason. It ain't just because it's all this. It's these hundreds of thousands of million dudes that's just so fucked up and all this shit. It's not an epidemic of divorces and women leading in divorces. Like, you know what I mean? It's not this epidemic of women coaches telling on women for no damn reason. Again, whenever the melanin woman overall gets out of her stupor, this shit is not even no slumber at this point. This is a stupor. And I'm gonna get to the melanin original man, whatever have you. I'm gonna get to you. Ladies first. When they created the narrative of a competition, you can do it, I can do it too. That right there, it's different when you say I just want to learn something than to be in I want to be in competition with you. You feel what I'm saying? And then most people don't have healthy competitions. You feel me? You do have competition where you can build, then you got competition that depletes. You got a lot of men that fell to that, just like a lot of the earth men in my earth family, that happy wife, happy life syndrome shit. And now they can't tell my earth mother shit for real. Cause she's then you have people like her that she was a supervisor at a lot of her jobs. So she bossed motherfuckers around all day. And she just held on for that shit. She did it for so many years. There's no reason excuse, but hey. But then when you bossing people around at your job, then you at home with the happy wife, happy life, you know, it's too much of that shit. That's just, how you gonna have somebody defend you when a lot of your men are weak? That's why I say we gonna get on the men. We gonna get on the men. Cause they so busy wanting to cater to the women so much. To their every whim, every emotion, every feeling, every tear, every even single moms, what they call women, single women with a mother, they even seeing like I'm not gonna be able to jump up every time my baby make a noise, every time my infant do or the whoever. You see what I'm saying? Every single time they whine, no. Every single time they cry, no. You gonna be burnt the fuck out. You gonna be burnt the fuck out. So for women out here that's just having babies now it's different when you have children with one person. I get that, but even some women, even when you was with that one person, you knew you should have probably stopped at some point because what? Eventually, damn, we might break up, or it's looking like we gonna break up or whatever. And so down the road, you not thinking like, damn, I'm gonna be out here in this dating pool, and it's gonna be tough as shit for me to get a better quality because they what women are hypergamous, they want the better quality so of whatever they had previously. So okay, we get that. So it's gonna be tough for you to step back into the dating market with, the miles ran up and you bring in a lot of financial liabilities, emotional liabilities. Like, children are so many realms of they take so much attention and so much attention to detail and so much of your time and space and energy and finances, and you see what I'm saying? So it's just like when you have three, four, five, two, three, four, five, you know what I mean? It's just like, man, wow, I mean, salute to dudes that sign up for that. I was one of them dudes way, way, way back. Like, but that shit it's a lot, man. It's a lot. It's a lot already dealing with some dudes just dealing with the women that didn't have any children and had their children. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, the reason why it's a lot, well, some of the reasons why, of course, the child support shit is filled up with what? Melanin people. I'm talking about usually it don't matter what state you in, what location you are in. You hear me? They and like I said, it don't be, it's some fucked up dudes and he did it. And then look, watch this. It's some dudes that told you they don't want to have no child too. Yeah, people should have been responsible. Yeah, we should have put on good precautions. But once you knew you conceived or you whatever, and it may be a possibility, and this person saying, nah, I don't want it. I get, yeah, he should have took precautions, but you still got to get out them feelings and be like, yo, I just don't need to have this seed because this shit is gonna be a problem. This nigga's not, this dude, this guy, this whoever, he potentially is not gonna fucking be there. Whether he should have took precautions or not, whether you should have made him take precautions or not, whether he should have pulled out, whether whatever, don't still go through. Or if you been, just all I'm saying, you just gotta really play that shit real wisely. I'm telling you. Because a lot of women have I'ma have a child to keep the man syndrome. I'ma have a child to keep the man strong, either keep him strung along, or be able to put him in another man's system. Either way, I'ma have this child or this starseed or this whatever for leverage, as just a bargaining tool, as a negotiation chip, as a whatever the fuck it is. Or I'ma have multiple. So then I could just get more leverage. You see, this is what's going on. Like a lot. And it ain't just, this is nothing new. Like, this is nothing new. The baby mama drama and the da-da-da, this shit is nothing new. Teach the young you girls, it's your selection, and young men, and your love for yourself and your confidence, your self-confidence. But again, other than teaching them, they have to see examples of women dressing sexy but modest but sexy, like tasteful. Let's say tasteful. You ain't gonna be able to have you dressing tasteful, but all your homegirls or women associates or whoever, they just all over the place. You ain't gonna be able to be emotionally stable and mentally stable and all of this stability, but then you got these girls or chicks or every now and again, or family members or women that's family members, they calling you with drama and all this instability. I'm telling you, they say the daddy, I get the daddy, but the women play, I'm telling you, a much bigger role in the psychology, the ideology, any other ologies of these coming up these young feminine energy women, girls or whatever, teenage girls, women, whatever. I'm telling you, and I am telling you, real shit. If you subscribing to the unproductive music, whether it's the dudes or the women, if you co-signing bullshit, if you're eating bullshit foods, if you don't have certain etiquette training and skills, you feel me? Traits. certain etiquette traits. If you operate too much in your dark feminine, where you just so you lost in it, like you in the you not in there like to clean up and get on up out of there. Like you in it, like you lost it. Like you see what I'm saying? Almost to like the evil portion. And you letting it take a lot of them letting it take control of them. A lot of women are letting it take control of them. Especially women in the spirituality. They getting so far into these some of these places that different entities are jumping into them. It's no different than running up the body count. It's no different than running up the body count. See, a lot of the older women, the mothers and the great grandma, they was fucking with the what? The neighborhood gigolo dude. That's why it's certain dudes, literally, it's dudes out here, videos of it. Dudes got 46 children. One dude had 100 children, 108, 102 or some shit. Yeah. It is long lines of women messing with the pimp, the gigolo dude, the street dude, the fast dude, the dope boy, the whatever different the cat daddy, the whatever versions, whatever version of that shit. It's that fascination. I told you it's called the Steve Urkel effect. Most women, most young you, they don't like the nerd. They don't like the brainiac. They don't. They like the flash first, then the substance late. Okay. All right. They don't want the substance first, then the flash. They want the flash first. Most girls, women, all this, they want the flash first and maybe some substance. And some of them might not even want no damn substance. They just want the flash, 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 like the flash. So many women are fucking up with quality dudes and rules that can get them out of their trauma, that can cure them of a lot of their bullshit, or at least help with it. You feel me? Help them cope with it on a more consistent basis. And they are fumbling. Yeah, it's a few videos, but it's not enough. How many women saying, "Yo, I really fucked up"? Because it's a woman that said, "Yeah, I fucked up with my husband because when because I thought I had a certain amount of money. I fucked up with my husband because I started listening to certain women. You know what I'm saying? Ladies, just like with other groups and these other secret groups and whatever groups, the woman's supposed to go on a mission to go get the shit for the person you with, same as the dude, right? So if you gonna infiltrate whatever system or go into these different systems, you not supposed to get all infatuated, having work husbands and all this other ass shit. No, 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 man. God damn, man. And ladies, stop being the side chick and practice polygamy. Stop being the side chick and practice fucking polygyny, please. Polygamy is the umbrella, polygyny specifically. One man, multiple women, because y'all already doing it anyway. Ladies, come on, baby. We got to come on the grips with this shit. Why keep being the side chick? Why keep sneaking? Why keep, watch this, why keep doing your sister wrong? Oops. Why keep assisting and doing your sister wrong instead of just y'all coming together? Hey, it's gonna be a little sting, a little whatever, but I mean, shit. Look, sis, whatever you gonna fucking say. I know we shouldn't be here. I know, but look, we here now. I fuck with him. You fuck with him. I got a fondness for him. I love him too. You love him. What up? Can we just work this together? So you know what I mean? I ain't got to keep doing a woman wrong or my sister or whatever, a woman that look like me wrong or whatever. or just a woman overall or whatever. And I don't have to keep assisting him and sneaking around and all this other shit. Whatever you supplying, that's cool. I can help you better that, and then vice versa. You can help me better this shit, and we can bring it together and complete him. Instead of saying, oh, this bitch this bitch that bitch cheating, busting out windows, bleaching up clothes, going to run down on shit. It's like, come on, man. Come on, man. We gotta graduate, man. We gotta graduate to maturity at some point, B. We gotta level up the maturity at some point, B. We gotta level up the maturity at some point, B. And ladies, stop following these different motherfuckers that's hyping you up to fail. Okay. All of these different gurus and these different out of nowhere women that hype you up and men that stop, please. I'm telling you, it's just not helping y'all. And a lot of y'all are finally coming down off that fake ass fucked up high, and then you seeing when the clouds are clearing and the smoke is saying, damn, this shit won't nothing of what the fuck. It was just a hype show. I was in my feelings. And what's the best space and time to take advantage of women? When they in their feelings, highly in their emotion. How you faithful to Jesus, but not faithful to the dude that's busting his ass in front of you? Or the men that's protecting you? How you faithful to another entity? That's nowhere that you can't touch, see, smell, or none of that. Oh, I can see you. No, you can't. We got to come on out this propaganda ass shit. We got to come out of this propaganda ass shit. We are the original everything. Original Jews, original Moors, original goddamn every fucking thing. And there is a shortage of men, ladies. I don't know why you thinking this shit is making your fucking dating chances better, or your chances or ratios go up of meeting quality dudes when it's a shortage of quality dudes. Why? Because what? There's a mission to emasculate the dudes, whether it's through the diet and nutrition, whether it's through the women being what, too overly fucking, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's the sons or whatever. Whether it's the man, oh man, oh my God, man. Oh. Whether it's the child support system, whether it's the being, whether it's the just, I mean, man, or it's just the hundreds, it's just the variety of ain't shit women out there, the ones that's the setup girls, the chicks that set. We talking about the ones that even go as far as setting up for the trafficking. Them two, all them shorties, they are trash as fuck. And it's well, they just need some motherfuckers are too far gone. Ain't no, oh, they just need a little bit of here. They just need no man. You be around their ass, they're gonna have your ass set the fuck up. You be around their ass, they're gonna have you set the fuck up and jukes the fuck up. How many female chicks out here playing these dumb ass, a lot of these dumb dudes using your whatever against you? And a lot of men in prison because yeah, trafficking and but because of women stuff, defending their sister, defending their cousin, defending their daughter. You know what I mean? Defending a chick that was getting beat on, putting their hands on by another dude, and it wasn't a dude. Wasn't it a dude that got unalived or whatever that defended it? Was trying to help a chick. This protecting thing is not as light as people take this shit to be. This protector shit, as far as the male side, is not as light as motherfuckers make that shit to be. Is your women a woman you protect to prepare for you to walk away from something that you're ill prepared for? If it's an opposition that you aren't as skilled to prepare for, that's smart. Or will they lose respect for you? Or will they just want you to get beat to a pulp and then you just get you know what I mean? Huh? You get beat senseless or some shit and they have to beg for mother to stop beating your ass, stomping you in the ground. Or is you know what I mean? Hey, proper analysis. Proper analysis. Knowing when to speak up, knowing when to shut the fuck up. Knowing when to shut the fuck up. Most women weapon is their mouth and their brain and then the other stuff that come along with that. Told you most dudes learn how to manipulate from women. Alright, y'all keep goddamn avoiding this shit. You keep avoiding it. You keep right on avoiding it. If it's an epidemic of single mothers, right, and they're raising men or boys, young men, whatever, wouldn't that be the person that's Mm-mm-mm-mm. What about the women that co-sign young boys doing all of this funny shit, this homo shit, as young boys? What about them? What about the women that co-sign grown men doing this homo shit or this whatever? You know what I'm saying? This other shit that's not masculine. I'm watching my words when they got to do with that sensitive shit because you know how they do. They co-signing it like a motherfucker, but then they'll say, "Where all the real men at?" What about the ones that got homeboys that's that way? Homies and shit. What about the ones they got a bunch of them? They got 2 or 3 or 4 of them homies like that. Huh? What about them short? A lot of these are dysfunctions. A lot of these are mental disorders. A lot of these disorders. They've been since the 50s, 60s. They've been doing their best to not knock down masculinity. No, 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 no. Knock down masculinity in the original men. not not other dudes. It's fine when other dudes do stuff in other groups, you feel me? But they don't want the original indigenous king or Nehru or whatever to get out of his slumber and be more assertive and step back on his throne and none of that shit. They don't no. Keep being a debt slave, keep being a work slave, keep being a fucking sports slave, keep being, you know what I'm saying? Keep being in the system, whether it's the child support system, whether it's the prison system, whether it's the school, like it's they systems. See, it's not just one system. There's multiple systems within the system. A lot of women are single mom and they can't stand their sons or daughters. We ain't gonna talk about that. We because it's just women that's just loving. They're just oh. Some of them can't stand their sons or daughters. That's why I say, why have them if you know more than likely, first of all, you're gonna have resentment for a person. And a lot of people, certain people be knowing. If it was a fling, wham bam, one night stand, if you know if it's any variety of not something serious, don't have a fucking child. And don't wait till you can feel this. Don't wait no more than 2, 3 days, 2 days, a day. And I mean, I know people say, don't promote this and that. It's just being why keep what is the after effects of it? What's been the hundreds of thousands and all over? What's been the after effects of this shit? That it became an epidemic. I get it. People want to feel the real thing. I understand. You know what I mean? I was from the era of condoms. I understand. You know, people, they got chemicals in condoms and shit now. So it's chemicals in every fucking thing. So I mean, So people got to practice more discipline. Super, super more discipline. Young girls shouldn't be dressing like the grown women with they wearing tight shit. Or a lot of these girls wearing shit that's too small for them. They wearing their little sister clothes and shit, or just clothes that don't fucking fit them properly. We didn't say baggy, but we saying properly. Young girls. Young girls shouldn't have on no fucking spandex shorts, and that's it. I'm just saying, whatever y'all women doing, don't let that shit rub off on you. You know what I mean? Them bad habits. But then that's gonna be a conflict of messages. I done seen spandex shorts, spandex tights, even y'all, like I told you, ones that got cellulite, ones that got don't even have no ass, the ones that your shape is terrible. Like, you not wearing shit that fits your body type. You know what I mean? And like I said, modesty will get you way more and way less hassle usually than you putting your shit out there like that all the time. Putting your shit out there is if it's easy, it's gonna draw the quote unquote what y'all say weirdos and the whatever. The dudes that just wanna use you as a dump station. A lot of women are meeting dudes through traumatic experiences. Let's say you meet a dude, you in the shelter, dude, and you just need some love so bad. See, the feminine energy and the yoni, they need that. They need that reassurance, and they need that uh, companionship more than they know. More than they know. And sometimes they get desperate. What happens when you get a desperate, horny woman or girl or whatever? Woman, whatever. Young woman. What you get? See, yeah, we had provocative messages in the music, but this is called raunchy. Raunchy. Blatantly raunchy. I'm talking about blatantly raunchy, distasteful, trash as fuck. And a lot of y'all grown ass women, which you're calling grown, because a lot of you motherfuckers are still teenagers in your brain. A lot of you motherfuckers ain't went past 12, 13, 14, 15. You co-signing raunchy ass, blatant raunchy shit. Yeah, we had let's talk about sex, baby. We had those joints in the 80s, but we talking about the come on, man. Now, it was a few even old school songs back in the days that was blatantly raunchy too, but I'm talking about, but that was few and far between. Yeah, we had our you had your neck, your back. Yeah, we had the Kaya, you had your t-shirt. Yeah, well, but that was few and far between though. This shit right here, this shit right here, and this women being what used to push that shit to the other youth girls, and that shit is fucking them up. It's fucking up their selection, and man, they's fucking up. It's giving them false confidence. It's giving them a lot of that shit. Because most of them, most women, girls, whatever, they don't have enough intellectual discernment to say, okay, this is an entertainer. This is an entertainer's persona. This is their business, okay? Unfortunately, we'll get into the record music. This is what they have to do to stay relevant. Most of them, when they're in their leisure and off the camera and not doing gigs and shit, and they step out of that persona, to cater to their men, their dude, their potential dude, their whatever. And who knows, their men, the men they dealing with might be telling them to promote that shit. Who knows? Like, long as you don't goddamn it come to me with that bullshit, he ain't gonna accept that shit in the household though. Him being done like that. Unless they got dummies and gullible dudes, which we know them type of chicks ain't gonna want too long. I don't care if it's the whoever it is, the Beyonce's, the whoever. These motherfuckers are making music for the moment, for the feeling. We get it, okay. You was going through a phase, the Jasmine Sullivans, the crying, the da 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 da. We get it. We get it. He can't pay your bills. If he broke, he da 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 da. Then you got the low version of these type of chicks that just any type of, it's like you can just tell they so desperate to just get any type of anybody in front of y'all. That a lot of these motherfuckers don't even have no skills. At least back in the whenever in the era when the golden, you had to have fucking skills. God damn. Y'all motherfuckers coming here with them 1, 2, 3 ABC rhymes. I'm talking about the last few 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years. It's just been raunchy, and blatant raunchy. Then you got one of them, whatever the shortest nigga, but she want to clean up her act a little bit now. Why? Why you want to clean it up now? Because you done been whored out so much and you see that shit is never fucking ending. A lot of them is starting to get it, and a lot of them is just still lost and haven't figured it out yet. Whatever you do in your bedroom, that's fine. That's on y'all. That's what y'all do. Mutual agreements. But this promotion of raunchy, and emasculated men and homo dudes and homo stuff, all the shit, that shit is corny. And like I said, yeah, it's been going. No. It has never been to this level of raunchy. It has never been to this level of fucking raunchy and trash. I watch my dude Shay, whatever his name, Shay show, whatever. I don't care about that recent shit he got going on. He had one of them chicks on his show. She was just as poised and sitting up erect and just as, she wasn't sounding like she sound on the motherfucking records. She was not sounding like she sounded on the motherfucking record. Even the Megan show, when they be doing interviews, them shorties don't be talking that nonsense ass shit, because what? They step out of the what? Entertainer side, then they get into the business side of them. But then I would like to see how you gonna have conflict in messages. How can you say, well, I go teach young girls, but then your music, I teach young girls that you beautiful, you this, you that, but then your music is saying this other raunchy ass message. This destructive ass message. And I'm gonna get to the fellas. I don't want to hear that. I'm on the ladies. I'm gonna get to the fellas. Bunch of women that want to relive. It's a bunch of women out here want to relive your whore days. That's what you want to do. You want to relive your running the street days. And they and it's a lot of women that they followers and they see other women, so they're like, oh man, I can get, you can stay youthful by just keeping yourself in shape, eating the right foods, meditation, grounding, using the right fucking feminine products that's all natural, using all natural stuff on your skin, etc., etc. It's an epidemic of blood pressure, high diabetes. Most women, especially from my era, the women were in charge of the nutrition. So if it's diabetes and high blood pressure, who's in charge of the damn nutrition? I'm just asking. I'm just asking. Fuck it. These motherfuckers about to celebrate Thanksgiving, all this bullshit. Who is gonna be in charge of the high diabetes and high blood pressure shit that motherfuckers gonna be serving? I'm just asking. I'm asking. I'm just asking. And how long has it been going on? Didn't they make a movie Soul Food about the stupid shit? And niggas gonna keep doing that same shit every fucking year. Candy is Halloween, sugar, and you doing rituals. We not even gonna get into these rituals you doing. But these Christians, oh, these spiritual, oh man, these spiritual voodoo, and oh man, these motherfuckers are spooks. But you doing rituals like a motherfucker with that Halloween shit. These motherfuckers in church be doing rituals. You be doing blood rituals, nigga. What you mean, niggas? The eating of the body, that's cannibalism. The breaking of the bread and eat of the body, that's cannibalism, nigga. What you mean, the blood of Jesus? Yeah, nigga. Come on, come on, come on, man. 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 Motherfuckers is doing mad fucking rituals, and then they will, because your lack of knowledge, your lack of fucking intelligence, or higher levels of intelligence, or maturity, intellectual maturity. Yeah, you ain't gonna be able to tell them that. You're not gonna be able to tell them that. Walking down the aisle is a ritual. Walking down the aisle with them plates and standing up, sitting down, all of that shit is a ritual. When the music come, all of that shit. Oh. Certain times when the pastor get to the heightened point of his quote unquote speech or whatever, he gets louder. All of that. Oh my god. Oh, it's so disgusting. It's just because I really was really on like I got to get to the fellas, and then I gotta do a topic on being awakened. It's like, then what? You get to this high level of awakening, it's just like you just gotta. I get to that another. Mm, 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 mm. Going to a building every goddamn Sunday and sometimes throughout the week to give your lack of financial blessings or money to what? That's a ritual to this unseen entity that a motherfucker in the physical is preaching to your ass about. That's a fucking ritual. Oh man, fam. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, mm, mm. Mm, mm. Mm, 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 mm. It's so many women in this landmass. Is 4 out of 5 women is obese, unfortunately, and the young girls is getting there too if they ain't already there. They eating too much processed foods. They developing way faster because they eating much more processed shit. They got stuff that what accelerates their shit faster. The chemicals and shit got more advanced. Come on now. The processed foods, the GMO foods, the high sodium herbs, the salts and all that shit. Most young girls don't know about their yoni. They don't know shit about their yoni. They just know they have one. They know when it's itching or got a problem with it, when there's something severely wrong with it. But if we talking about the higher levels of it, to keep it healthy, to keep it this and that, certain messages that your yoni takes and all of this other shit. They not teaching most men, oh, the lady's yoni is connected to the moon and the waters and da 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 da. And when the moon and the waters don't align and da 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 da, you know. Most women don't know that. So they just going through chaotic phases. They don't even, it's so many women right now in therapy. They don't know what's wrong with them. They will tell you that. I don't know what's wrong with me. But anyway, I gotta wrap it up, y'all. This is part one. Uh, part one. Fellas, I'm gonna get that show. This is all freestyle. This is all to elevate. Cosmic Mind UV. Share, donate. I appreciate you. Yeah, we gotta have these tough conversations. We gotta have these uncomfortable conversations. We gotta have these uncomfortable bills. We gotta stop deflecting. We gotta stop deflecting. All right, y'all. I appreciate it. One love, and see you next time. Make sure you share this. Make sure you donate. Make sure you support. I greatly appreciate y'all. One.